Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Dandat pranams to all the devotees. Thank you all for joining in for the Brahma Muhurta chanting session this morning. Today is 27th of August, 2023, Sunday. I'm very fortunate. All the working people also have the opportunity to chant extra rounds and hear more of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, etc. today on the most auspicious occasion of ekadashi, Madhava Tithi, Bhakti Janani, Jetana Palana Kori. Simply by observing these wonderful days like ekadashi, Janmashtami, Gaura Purnima, Radhashtami, Ram Navami, Narsinga Chaturdashi, and all those wonderful days, our heart, which is the instrument for receiving the mercy of the Lord, becomes more pure, becomes more receptive to receiving the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. So we invite all the devotees to join us at 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time for a very wonderful prayer session for the exclusive pleasure of Shri Guru and Sri Gauranga. So it will be from 12 to 2 p.m. We will do, since it's also the most auspicious Radha Govinda Julan Yatra that is also starting today. So we will also try to sing Yugal Ashtakam, and then we will sing our usual Ekadashi prayers, which is Bhagavad Gita 700 verses. Then we'll also try to sing Shuddha Bhakata Charana Renu, very important song. It's only with the mercy of Vaishnavas that we're able to practice devotional service. So taking shelter of the lotus feet of all the wonderful Vaishnavas and singing this beautiful song by Vaishnava Acharyas. And then we will, of course, start with Harinam Sankirtan, end with one round of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we will continue our study of Krishna consciousness, the topmost yoga system. That book also will continue. So it will be from 12 to 2 p.m. We request devotees to join us for the entire period, or for whichever part that's convenient for you. Please join us for some time or for the entire duration. So thank you very much. We are continuing to read from the book Chanting Hare Krishna. So by the grace of Guru and Gauranga, we've completed this book once. We just completed it 3-4 days back, and then we restarted this book. Why? Because this book of Chanting Hare Krishna is a consolidation of all the lectures given by Srila Prabhupada, excerpts of the lectures, excerpts of the purports by Srila Prabhupada, and also letters written by Srila Prabhupada on the glories of the holy name. So as we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, let us meditate that this Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting is the only way for us to go back to Godhead, is the only way to attain Krishna Prema, is the only way that Prabhupada says 99% of our spiritual life depends on chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with attention, awareness, and absorption. Like his Grace Radheshyam Prabhu says, attention with, here the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with rapt attention, and chant very clearly with proper pronunciation, and then with a prayerful mood, absorbing ourselves in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and with awareness that this chanting will enable us to attain our desired success, which is Krishna Prem. That's what we say, right? After the recitation of Shikshashtakam prayers every morning, we say, anyone who chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra without any offenses will attain the desired success, which is Krishna Prem. That's what we say every morning. All right, so with that intention in mind, with that being the only desire in our heart, that may we attain Krishna Prema, may that desire to attain Krishna Prema be the only desire in our heart. Let us continue to read from this book. Prabhupada mentions, we are reading the preface by the publishers. The publishers are saying very beautifully that, the There are many books by Srila Prabhupada and his disciples on the chanting of Hare Krishna, and one may question the necessity for another one. Right? We were reading this yesterday. So what is the reason for another book? This book is a humble attempt by the publishers to put Srila Prabhupada's instructions on chanting in a format that takes the reader progressively from the most basic teachings through different stages and types of chanting, and ultimately to the perfection of chanting and the final test at the time of death. Naturally, it is not meant to include all of Prabhupada's instructions, as this would take many, many volumes of this book, and they can already be found in other books and in the Bhaktivedanta Veda base. We should mention that we are deeply indebted to the Bhaktivedanta archives for their tremendous work of making Srila Prabhupada available through the Veda base, without which this book would never have been possible. However, what is being attempted here is a shortened and concise gathering of some of Srila Prabhupada's instructions to make a book that is both easy to approach and an easy to read guide on chanting. We are hopeful that the audience will find it both educatory and inspiring, be one a totally newcomer to chanting or even an advanced and long-time disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Our goal is to provide a collection of Srila Prabhupada's teachings that will encourage the newcomer to take up chanting, the serious chanter to understand the significance of initiation and the 10 offenses, the newly initiated to practice more strictly, seriously, and sincerely. Very nice. We have the 3 P's. Why? We have the 3 P's. What are the three P's? Chanting with proper posture, sitting in Shukhasan or Padmasan, whichever is comfortable. Proper posture, proper prayerful mood in absorbed with the holy names of the Lord, and proper pronunciation. Right? Prayerful mood, pronunciation, and posture. 3 P's. And how are we to chant? 3 A's. We have attentiveness, awareness, and absorption of the holy name. And now we have 3 S's. What are the 3 S's? Practice more strictly, seriously, and sincerely. So we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and practice devotional service strictly, right? Not according to our whims and fancies, not giving us the lenience of practicing however we want, but strictly according to the guidance of Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu. And seriously, right? We will become serious when we know that this process is going to deliver us back home, back to Godhead. And sincerely, right? Krishna is only looking for our sincerity, our sincere desire to please him by all our endeavors. And then Krishna gives us the energy, Krishna gives us the enthusiasm, Krishna gives us everything else that is required to chant Hare Krishna. All right, so let's finish with this beautiful line by Srila Prabhupada as quoted by the publishers. The practiced devotees to chant more themselves and then take to the streets to spread the glories of the holy names to others. And the older senior devotees to relish and increase their taste in chanting the holy names and preparing for the time of death. Srila Prabhupada named this movement the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Yet, everyone knew it as, and Srila Prabhupada himself called it, the Hare Krishna movement. He took pride in calling his disciples the Hare Krishna people. In 1966, this movement was registered in New York, and from 1966, it is spreading. So within 4 or 5 years, it is spread all over the world. We've got branches in every part of the globe. And at least these people know there is a movement, Krishna consciousness. And as we are welcome everywhere as Krishna conscious people, Hare Krishna people, our name is Hare Krishna people. This is an excerpt of a lecture given by Srila Prabhupada, the Nectar of Devotion, on November 8th, 1972 in Vrindavan, India. So very, very beautiful, right? Any part of the world we go, we have this International Society for Krishna Consciousness that we call our own, where we feel we feel at home, right? Because we know what is going to happen. We know Mangala Arati happens at 4:30. After that, Narsingha Arati happens, and then Tulasi Arati happens, and then Shikshashtakam prayers, and then chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra for 2 hours, and then 7:30 Darshan Arati, and then Guru Puja, and then Srimad Bhagavatam class, and then afternoon is Rajabhoga Arati, and then in the evening again it starts with Tulasi Arati, Gaur Arati, right up till Shayana Arati, right? We know what is happening, like we know what is going to happen in our home, like that we know what happens in an ISKCON temple. That is why wherever we go, even those who are working and need to travel frequently, they always have a second home, which they can call on of their own. The Hare Krishna Society, as Prabhupada was very, very, like the publishers mentioned here, Srila Prabhupada called us the Hare Krishna people. Why? Because the goal and soul of Hare Krishna people is to chant Hare Krishna, Janma Sarthi Kari, Kara Paropakar. Right? Try to follow the instructions as given to us by Guru and Gauranga, which has come to us by the mercy of a devotee. So it is but important for us to pass on this message as it is to whomever we meet. Yari deke tare kahe Krishna Upadesh. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted us to do. And let us desire to become the soldiers in Srila Prabhupada's army, to not only practice Krishna consciousness to the best of our efforts with the right desire to attain Krishna Prema, but also try to give this transcendental knowledge according to our limited ability to everyone that we meet, exclusively for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So with this, let us start chanting one round with Srila Guru Maharaj, praying for the good health and long life of His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Srila Guru Maharaj. Maharaj is having some issues with relating to hemoglobin levels and the blood count, etc. So let us dedicate this one round for the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the good health and long life of His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Srila Guru Maharaj. Before that, His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Srila Guru Maharaj says one can immediately learn to love Krishna simply by chanting and serving the holy name. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Jayapataka Swami Drida Arogya Dirghayu Siddhyarte. Hare Krishna Mahamantra Jape Viniyogah. I chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the good health and long life of His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Srila Guru Maharaj.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda.
जय पिताक स्वामी दृढ़ारोग्य दीर्घायु सिद्ध्यर्थे हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र जप फल निवेदनमस्तु. I dedicate the results of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the good health and long life of His Holiness Jai Pitaka Swami Srila Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining in for the Brahma Muhurta chanting session this morning on the most auspicious occasion of Pavitro Pavana Ekadashi, or it's also called Putrada Ekadashi, and also the most auspicious day of starting of Radha Govind Julan Yatra. Shri Radha Govind Julan Yatra Maha Mahotsava ki Jai. Putrada Ekadashi Maha Mahotsava ki Jai. So very auspicious day. We can perform more and more devotional service, beginning with chanting of Hare Krishna Mantra as much as possible. We can take a minimum sankalpa and try to finish or complete that sankalpa, but we can definitely try to exceed that sankalpa. And we've also opened a WhatsApp group wherein devotees can update your sankalpa. It is always nice that when we take a sankalpa and then we complete that sankalpa, then it is, we know that we are getting the blessings of Guru and Gauranga, because we are able to complete our sankalpa only by the blessings of Guru and Gauranga. So it's very nice that we can do that. So if devotees are interested, or if you like, you may join that WhatsApp group and update your sankalpa. And then there are devotees who are going to chant 64 rounds. That's what I saw in the WhatsApp group this morning. As early as 5 o'clock, 4:30, devotees have already given their sankalpa chanting 64 rounds, like that. So we get inspired by such devotees. In our previous Purushottam month, there were devotees who chanted 120 rounds. Nirjala Ekadashi, devotees chanted 108 rounds, 120 rounds, like that. So when we draw inspiration from those devotees who want to progress in Krishna consciousness, and we take inspiration from such devotees. So that's why it's important that we join such groups and also express our sankalpa according to whatever is our limited capacity. We can take sankalpa and then we try to exceed our sankalpa and not just restrict ourselves to that. When we see the postings in the group, we are automatically enthused that, let me also chant more for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So like that. So that is our only hope and desire, being enthused by such enthusiastic devotees who also want to please Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. So devotees can join there, update your sankalpa, and then post later in the evening or later in the night or early morning tomorrow. We want to do maximum rounds, right, for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So you can post in the night or early morning before tomorrow's Mangala Arati, before the Dwadashi starts, how many rounds you're able to chant for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So in this way, we can encourage ourselves. So thank you all very much for joining in. I'll meet you all at 12 p.m. For the recitation of Bhagavad Gita, all the 700 verses. Simply reciting Bhagavad Gita will purify us, because those are words of Lord Sri Krishna, and those are words, 525 verses are spoken by Krishna himself. The rest of the verses, only one verse was spoken by Dhritarashtra, and the rest were spoken by Sanjaya and Arjuna, pure devotee of the Lord. So let's chant 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita, and then we'll sing Yugalashtakam, inaugurating the wonderful Radha Govind Julan Yatra festival today, on the auspicious day of Ekadashi. And then we will, of course, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, do Harinam Sankirtan, and then continue with the reading of our book, Krishna Consciousness, the Topmost Yoga System, right? Very nice. Yoga system. Yoga means connection with the Supreme Lord. So all of this we are doing to reawaken our dormant relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So on this note, let us continue our chanting. Let us update our Sankalpa. Let us try to exceed our Sankalpa for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So meet you all at 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kaliga Padita Pavana Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Divine Grace Abhicharanaravindha Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much. So let's all give each other give me the fortune of having Vaishnava Darshana Pavitra Kare, ye tumhara gun. So we already have wonderful devotees who already switched on their cameras. Thank you very much for your divine darshan. Mancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So let us chant one time the Panchatattva mantra and 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It pleases Lord Sri Krishna. May all of us keep very good health and always engage in the service of Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Asadhara Bhakta Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Guru Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Ekadashi Maha Mahotsava ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Govind Julan Yatra Maha Mahotsava ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you. Meet you all at 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Hari